Cool. So today we're doing something interesting. We're going to be attempting the Advent of Code challenge for 2024. This is day one. We're 8 hours, 49 minutes into the first challenge already. But Nick is going to walk us through an attempt in Wolfram language to do it in a notebook. So Nick, take it from here and let's see if we can get day one done.
Well, I'm still gonna need your support on this. So we're gonna solve this kind of challenges together,
Great.
right?
Let's
But
do
but
it.
here I have a notebook that I've used already for a couple of years to participate in the advent of code using Wolfram language. So you can use this notebook to solve the challenges and to like get the challenges, send it out, send the answer, get everything done from the notebook without using your browser, right? So
That's
that's we're
cool.
gonna that's the
That's cool. That's powerful.
So let's see whether it's working. Because I haven't seen the challenges. Like here's just my password to the in order to get my personal set of input for the challenge. Right, this is just shows the countdown to the next challenge, but we're already late, right? The first day is already out. This is the timer for the next one, the challenge number 2. I just tried.
By the way, is your window only half the size? Because on the left-hand side, it's like
Well,
some gap.
that's intentional.
Okay.
Day 1. Historian his
Yeah, I'm not gonna read it. But here's the prompt. But the reason that there's like this screen is over there is missing is because there's a new feature that we want to try. Is this notebook assistant thing, which is supposed
Cool.
to help people who do not know Wolfram language solve problems like that and other things, right?
Nice.
So it knows about the prompt, right? I put this delimiter over here. It basically doesn't see all this code over here, which is just my helpers, right? Which like fetches the prompt and answers, but it sees this prompt. It's supposed to see it. Like this is the solution. This is my input, by the way. I don't know. This is like my personal. I don't know what it is, but we are supposed to answer. And the way you answer it is usually it's like you just set some variable to this thing. Like this is our answer, and when we get the answer, we just post it. I'm gonna just try it because whether it works or not, I don't know. Maybe it's
Okay, cool. So this is just setting up the flow of how to do it first. So this will be cool to do a tester here.
yeah. Hold on. Level 1. Maybe they changed the API. It would be unfortunate. From the last year, so I have to go on the web and there.
Yeah, I'll have a look at that in the background so long to see if there was a change.
It's not even the API problem. It's that they don't have an API, I think, officially. It just uses the post request on the browser using my cookies, something like that.
I see.
Like this is the notebook from last year, right? So it's day 1 solution. So I just set this answer and I post it. So that's how we're supposed to solve it. Okay, if it's correct, it just returns that that's the right answer. Get your golden star and continue to the next one. All right. I was expecting this to work.
Cool.
Right. Maybe it's supposed to be a number. Is it always the number? Actually, yeah. So, okay, that's not the right answer. Let me just close this. Where's our notebook assistant? Where's it gone? Okay, let's just try it. I don't know. It's dangerous. Solve it. Let's see how it goes. I'll look at it. Look at it go. All right. I'm gonna just trust it blindly. Let me remove that. So this is like get the input. Is it supposed to put? Okay, fine. That's the next thing. Seems okay. So it's already doing something crazy. All right. So it's not that smart. And this one, I don't know what the hell is this, but I can guess because the LLM actually read the problem. But this looks incorrect because this is a string, right? And because it tries to split it by the new line symbol, it does this. So definitely not splitting it correctly. I guess it just, you want to do it something like split it on the white space character, maybe. Like this. And partition by 2. Then maybe that's what it expects to be. We just try that. Oh, it also does this. Just replace it. So we're gonna do, no, not like this. I can also transpose. Right? So that's like actual integers, whatever they are. This is some kind of distances. This is the total distance. So that's the answer, I guess. We just try it blindly. So if this is the answer, that's the answer. We just post it. Nope.
Oh, too high. Oh, interesting. They actually tell you if you under or over.
Yeah.
Give you a bit of a help there.
So yeah, LLM is disappointing us.
What if we try prompt engineering it a little bit better? What was your initial prompt before? Yeah.
Which is quite, it's not correct because it does see this one, this notebook. It's like there's a sources button, right? It sees all the messages and the content of this notebook.
So is that in context or is that a RAG input?
I think it's in
That
context.
input?
In context, but it also allows
And
it also got some access to the RAG, so it fetches from documentation page.
why don't you paste that full response in there? Maybe just as is, so we can see
Oh, just
what the output.
oh, just I think it should see this thing, so it's not correct right then, right?
Ask it to refer to the response.
I'm afraid it's gonna happen. This is ridiculous.
Is this because if it's still a beta feature? We're still being worked
Yeah,
on. Yeah.
very, very.
This is
very-
early, so just for anyone watching, yeah.
It's not
bear in
out yet.
mind. Yeah.
So we're also doing the beta testing here, so everything is gone.
Okay.
So just-
Well, at least LLMs don't get upset about being asked to do the same thing over and over. So it's one of the advantages of using machines to help us with this. Maybe ask it to read the current context and try again. Let's see how much of this context it actually can see.
Oh, sure. What am I doing wrong? There. Is it okay? It's not crashing.
Options to change the underlying LLM. Is this a self-created LLM, or is it an API to existing frontier
I think
models?
it's I think it's OpenAI, but with some Wolfram tweaks on top of it.
Okay.
But I think you can change it. Like there's a notebook chat settings here. You see it, right?
I see.
There are models.
Oh, there's a okay.
So basically, we have some special Wolfram model.
Should we try? Okay. Should we try Sonnet 3.5 maybe? We can actually compare it just now after we got some inputs.
Yeah, let's see whether it's somehow solved it. Submit it was too high, so that suggests that he sees this, right?
That's good.
So what about that? He actually changed anything? Oh, the distances is now changed. Let's just try that one. We copy that. That's gonna be our new answer. Just remove that. Oh, the same answer. So I think he tried. So we just read the prompt ourselves. Okay.
Okay.
I'm not gonna. I'm not gonna read the whole story. I just see. Okay, there's an example. Pair up the smallest number in the left list with the smallest number in the right list. Pair up the smallest number on the left list. Or maybe it was trying to do the correct thing before. It's not, and it was almost right, and we did it, and we made it completely wrong. I think it's you basically have to, if this is, you split it like this. Well, if you have a list like this, basically have to. Okay, let me read it again.
So you have to figure out the distance between the smallest numbers once they're ordered.
The second, you need to order it. So that's what we were missing, right? We have our list here, right? Our left column and right column. I guess we just need to sort them. Maybe that's.
Is the submission a single number at the end? I think they said you have to add all those differences together as well. Am I misreading?
And it's like, I think it's not even outer product. Just sort this, and you upgrade the Euclidean distance if it's really the Euclidean distance. Is it the Euclidean distance? What's the distance? It's just the distance between them is 2. It's just the subtraction. Why is he using Euclidean distance? Just confusing. Well, this was correct. The second attempt, but it without sorting. So maybe that's the correct thing. What? We just try that. It was the same answer. Oh no, not the sorting. No, I was going with this. Right, this. But this is the function. Okay, the different answer. Let's post it. Okay. Yeah, we did it.
Ta-da!
Right, but there's a part 2. It's not over yet. So
Can we maybe just pause on this for the moment and try to figure out where the LLM went wrong? Like, so it was on the right approach, but what exactly did it get off here?
it completely missed the idea of sorting so that it's like a smallest, right?
I see.
First of all, the first approach, the distance was completely wrong, and the sorting, well, even the parsing was correctly wrong. So there was like too many mistakes. It was hopeless.
Yeah. So maybe the better way to do this in the past is break down the solution in step-by-step approaches. Let's do one step at a time. Like, I think doing a one-shot here is probably too much to ask for this LLM.
Yeah, well, maybe. Like parse the thing, but then you have to understand the problem yourself, right?
So maybe you have to prompt the LLM first to say, please explain the problem, break it down into what steps you would use to solve it. Then we can approve its idea of the understanding and its approach, and then you get it to generate the code. That might be a better way to do it, just from a prompt engineering perspective.
Yeah.
Okay, so maybe let's try that. Let's say, okay, this is the correct answer. Please look at the code we generated. Now, what would be your approach to solve the next step?
Well, we need to generate the first step. So this is like our prompt because we solved the first part. If we
You have to get the next one. Okay.
if you evaluate it, it should append this part 2 now. So now it's available. So that's the second part of the challenge. So now the prompt is changed. So now we can try. So then let's do it. The first part is correct now. So what?
What would be explain your approach to part 2?
Plain.
Yeah, so we just wanted to tell it before we generate the code.
Okay. I'm just afraid it's gonna crash again or something. Okay. Just pray. Don't crash. Okay. So far so good.
Actually, maybe prompted to please don't crash as well. It might help.
Okay. Oh, there's also
Probably.
some. Okay, this is just the same thing again. Sort.
So is this the part 1 again? So do you think maybe the context of the notebook is not updated with each new prompt? Perhaps.
No. Look at this. It just
Okay. It recapped. Oh, okay, cool.
so now what's changed? Here's the complete code block for part 2. It looks the same. What's the point?
That's why I was suggesting we prompted to specifically not generate any code first, because generation of the code kind of like causes it to hallucinate more because it's like a different type of output, is what I found. So you first want to discuss like the approach, and then it can use its own discussion to have more accurate code generation.
What is this? I don't know. What's this? I don't even know what the hell this.
Oh, cool. Built-in functions to get us to solve this stuff quicker.
Yeah, some kind of Needleman Wunsch similarity between strings. What? Those are not
Oh,
strings.
this is cool.
Oh, but those are not strings.
I wonder if there's a David Mayer function. Should we try that? Jokes. Yeah, I wonder if anyone watching would get that reference.
Oh, I don't get it. So
Don't ask ChatGPT about David Mayer. It's a tip for anyone out there.
okay, I wanna try one more thing. Like so, because we want to we just need to populate this variable, right, with the correct answer. But I want to try out this feature. There's like this super button that tries to use LLM to actually autocomplete your code, right? I'm just gonna press it. Hopefully it's not gonna crash something. So generating suggestions. Just okay. Look, that's kind of. I would just grab this one. So it uses actually the answer from the previous part, and then does something to it.
Very impressive.
Generate some. Okay, let's post it. See what I.
Hey, we could get competitive here with AOC.
Not so fast. No. So you got it wrong. So it's too low. See? Right, let's read the part 2.
Okay.
No way. No. Sometimes this appears in the right list. Exactly how often each number of times that number appears on the right list. So, okay. So if this is the right list, basically need to make counts out of it. I guess that's what it's asking. So and then we just take the left list and just look it up.
So is that to get the similarity score? Is the count of occurrence of a number?
What if it's not, then it's 0, I guess. Right. So and then we just take this, multiply, and total. Okay. That's my attempt. Just of reading the actual problem and trying to guess what it actually says. All right.
Oh wow! Well done.
Okay. This is like LLM's attempt, just garbage. It was garbage. Didn't work.
So for the competition, are you supposed to do all first part, second part, each part? That's pretty wild.
Yeah. So each challenge every day is gonna contain 2 parts. Usually the second part is harder.
Wow. For someone to have done this in 9 seconds, it's even more impressive now. That's insane.
Yeah. It's impressive to do it in 1 minute, definitely, without like any AI LLMs. Yeah, just by yourself. You have to know. You have to like the hardest part for me is just understanding the problem, and then I guess for everyone.
Yeah,
So like,
yeah.
just summarizing this whole story, like ignoring this story. This is like some nice Christmas story.
Let's do a test here. Let's see if LMs can at least help with that part. Can you ask the maybe in a new chat to please summarize or even just use the word synthesize the first part of the challenge to just the actionable requirements for me to generate the code. I want to see if the LM can summarize all of that text into like just what I need to code. Like if I'm trying to actually compete now, can I use an LLM as part of my flow where I'm still practicing with the code, but it just saves me time in trying to synthesize the prompt.
Guess we can use just this thing. I'm gonna feed it the prompt. This is like a pre-prompt that exists in the repository. That just ask. Or just try it first.
It's summarizing the narrative and the backstory and the lore.
Yeah. Well, actually, it's good to have like I guess for this kind of challenges, it would really help to have a LLM function, right? That just takes the prompt in and just outputs the raw problem without any story shenanigans, right? If you want to compete, that's like true competition. I was always reading the story. I was actually enjoying the story. But if you actually want to compete, then you have to do something like that, and that's where LLM definitely gonna help, right?
Yeah,
For sure. We can write something like summarize just the problem, right?
Sure. Yeah, I mean, I would prompt it with something a bit more prompt engineering-y. Like for example, what I would say is summarize the summarize the challenge so that I can just focus on what's required for me to generate the solution, something like that. So, and also maybe even specifying that this is an advent of code challenge, because then if it has in its context that it's advent of code, it'll know that you as the programmer are trying to solve the challenge, not understand the narrative a little bit. But I tend to make my prompts quite elaborate, so there's different.
Right, just send me one if you write something clever.
Something out, yeah.
Hello. Maybe I can. This is the Advent code challenge. Summarize just the problem. It's fine. Let's try that. Oh, that's kind of better. You have two lists. Left list pair the smallest number. Yeah, that's better. I like this. And even summarize the story in one sentence. So, but this is like clear. Yeah, I guess I can use this prompt later for next challenges.
Okay, try the one I just sent you in the voice chat.
For sure. Synthesize. Okay.
Oh, it's kind of similar, yeah. Sorry, I've just changed the word be as concise as possible. I made a few typos.
Sure. Let's try that. Yeah, Python. Even should we try this? Should we try this? Hold on.
Let's try. Yeah, let's try.
Let's try the Python solution. That was just the function, right? It was just it just confused the.
Looks like it's trying to import something.
Oh, I guess we can.
It's probably a built-in library though, so it should work.
Also sound indented. All of that. Let's. You can do it like this. So if you want to use Wolfram list, I think if you just feed this guy, was it backticks? Is it back? Oh no, it's like this. I think. So you can do it.
Oh, interesting. Oh, okay, cool. So it's like almost like a template in language within Python that you can input the Wolfram. Can you explain this quickly? This is very interesting.
No, I think it's correct. Oh, actually, it's right? It's correct.
Yeah, it's correct. Yeah, nice.
So besides the parsing part, it got it correct.
Can you explain the parsing? So you put arrows, asterisks, and then it inputs what the functions that are in the current cache. What do you call it?
It just puts whatever I have in the Wolfram language there.
In the script, right?
Yeah, it knows how to convert some of the things into Python, like list of integers in this case. Pretty straightforward.
Ah, see. Okay, so if it's a list, it can do Python list. If it's like an int, so some of the basic types are, it does auto conversion.
Yeah. I want to shorten this code actually. By the way. Let's ask LLM. I could have just fed LLM all my previous solutions so that they can learn as a context. But yeah, it's like I would
See,
have.
do you mean from previous years?
Yeah.
Yeah, that might be useful, eh? Stick it in the context, yeah.
Yeah. So, for example, I use just interpreter. That's I think the correct way of parsing integers. So I can just do this, right? To expression is not very correct. So I would have written it like this in one line. All the parsing. So if you want just left and right, that's how it can. I think allows the partition.
Yeah, what we can actually even do here is set this up, since it's just day one, to be the right workflow for future challenges, because they're going to get harder. Maybe we should also attempt that. Let's put in the context of like at least maybe 1 or 2 years of the previous code that you have. But then also let's try different LLMs as the backend. See maybe compared to Sonnet 3.5, what can give us the right answer in the first
But I
go.
think it's also the prompt problem, right? So we have this
Yeah.
nice prompt I think we're gonna use for the next challenge, right?
And then also we should just specify that, or should we do you think that the Python to Wolfram Lang, do you think that's the right approach, or should we try to stick to Wolfram Lang only? I think we should stick to Wolfram Lang. I think we should maybe prompt it to, be Wolfram language. Actually, what I was hoping that prompt would do would not generate any other code. It should actually just start with explaining the challenge. Let's adapt that. Maybe just say hold on. I'm gonna update my prompt here. Give me a second.
Yeah, let's try just from the raw prompt again. We can use this, right? This is supposed to be a code assistant. We can use other personas. They're basically like different pre-prompts that you can use. You can switch the model, but let's just try. Actually, what kind of tools it's allowed to use? We just use this bird. I like the bird because Bernardo is allowed to use every tool, and it's like this cool.
Bernardo.
We just, hey birdie, solve the above problem for me. Be cool. Oh my god, starting writing loops. Not looking good. Yeah.
Okay, I updated the initial prompt there. It'll also be useful to have the initial prompt just explain what the challenge is, so that we can also kind of like follow a little bit along and see if it's on the right track or not. Oh wow, this is a cool bird.
Yes. Okay, not going. So should we try ask the bird?
Yeah.
It's gonna generate. Look at it go.
That's pretty cool.
Yeah, please try the list.
Two lists, similarity score, direct matches. Interesting.
Yeah.
Is
Well,
that
the problem is that it doesn't know about like this, that you can access input. I mean, yeah, input one, right? Because that's my
it's just looking at the example
yeah.
stuff. Yeah.
But that's
But that's not bad. Explains what you need to do. Let's ask it to output. You need to output the total. Okay, now maybe can you do a follow-up prompt there to say, okay, now generate the code needed to accomplish this.
do the bird again. Now generate code. Assuming the input is in input one. Okay, variable. It's not really a variable.
Oh wow. Okay. Loops.
No, yeah. Well, hold on. Besides the parsing part, let me just try insert this, ignore this thing, and just check whether this is like looks kind of stupid. But let's try with our parsed list already. It's stupid. Yeah.
I wonder what it was thinking. Yeah. Got it completely mixed up. Is the summary correct? Let's just read this. Is this actually what you're supposed to do? Yeah, two lists.
No, it's like what is this add 9? From where it's coming from? No,
There's some hallucination going on here.
it got confused.
There's a 9 there. You see this says 9 plus? I think it's putting this in for some reason. Oh, list is 9.
Yeah, where it's going
I wonder what the base LLM is for this. Looks like a 3.5 sort of thing.
from. I think
Feels
it's
very 3.5. Is it? Okay.
well, it's just okay. If you don't trust the Wolfram model, and just try raw. What's the latest one? This one?
No, that's mini. So,
This one?
is it Omni? I forgot. I didn't even know there was an Omni. What does Omni mean? Okay, let's try it. Yeah, let's do that one.
This is this latest thing, whatever that means.
Okay, let's see.
See what it's gonna change. Should we prompt that the input is like a string? Maybe that's gonna help. Well, let's see that.
Yeah, let's see this.
That's supposed to generate code anyway. See, it generates it faster. Where is it coming? 9 score is coming from. It completely.
It's kind of weird. I wonder if it's
This example completely messes it up.
Yeah, it kind of the way it started that first sentence also feels like there's some context from the previous outputs that are somehow still in context. feels like. Because look at the emojis and stuff. It shouldn't. That's the stuff that Bernardo was saying initially. Is it still Bernardo? Because the emoji's there.
Yes, it is the Bernardo one. Well, we can try not the.
Oh,
just-
it's still
How
Bernardo.
about
Oh,
plain raw model? Just no pre-prompting whatsoever. Maybe Bernardo is just being. No, it still tries to add 9.
that's crazy. Try Sonnet. Let's try Sonnet 3.5.
If I have an API,
Oh, you need the app. Okay.
I can try. Maybe I have one. I think I've set it up. I don't remember. I was doing something. Yeah. Okay.
That looks a bit better. Very concise.
But still 9 point. Yeah. See, this like still saves the previous chat, which is nice. Clever. But yeah. So somehow
Can we
this-
clear all those previous chats and let's maybe start again, so that we could like set up what would
well,
be
it's
the.
not seeing it. It only sees everything above. It only sees this one, this title, this prompt, and this text. Nothing else. Well, maybe the speech synthesizer, but it's not supposed to do it.
Maybe the spin. Take the speech synthesizer out. Maybe it's hallucinated something in this. No, wait. How would it do that? No, it can't. Yeah, never mind.
Anyone put that separate? I don't think it's supposed to. It's like if it knew about this one, it certainly would do it correctly, right? It solved it already. So no.
Are we sure it's not supposed to add 9 points?
Let me try.
Maybe we don't understand.
Parse the input in input 1 expression. Check it's
I think you are supposed to add 9. I'm just reading that last paragraph there.
because it can also execute code for you, and one can make it do it and show how it works. Using Wolfram language evaluator.
Okay, what is that?
But actually, I guess it just fed the LLM the whole input. Damn. It's maybe not gonna work. Yeah, okay. Maybe the input was too large. It just choked. Too many
It actually fit the whole entire input down. Maybe for the test, use the example input one. Like take the input from the prompt, the challenge code, and override input 1 with that.
Yeah, like this. Right. Well, should know about it. Don't want to do it. It's too much work.
It's being lazy. Say don't be lazy.
Let's try it again. It's supposed to use like something like string take. It's gonna execute, evaluate anything. Why is this not? Oh, there. No, it's still. Hopefully, it's not actually. This thing is not fed to the whole LLM. But at least the some progress is now visible. He just goes about evaluating stuff.
That's cool.
Doing something with strings. I think it got the pairs here. Okay, it uses 2 expression. Fine. Where did it go?
So it's just going and going.
Oh, something happened. Now we don't see. Yeah, this window is not properly working. Beta, still in beta. but still thinking. Interesting. Come on. He's trying. Yeah, it's kind of boring without the feedback. So it was generating the text messages and all the intermediate ones. Now just the last one, whatever. Collapsed everything. I think it.
Do you know what's happening under the hood with this? What's actually happening here? Is it kind of like a?
Oh, I think it just crashed.
okay.
Not crash, but I don't know, some kind of failure
Yeah.
generated and it stopped. I'm gonna just be very specific. String take, whatever,
Oh, I see. Yeah.
so that it's not uses too much tokens. The context being just overloading. Okay, that's kind of. Oh yeah, that's shorter. Okay, he knows how it looks like, so we just picked at this thing. Okay, good bird. Parsed left list, right, and oh. Print. Done. That's his answer. That's incorrect. I think it's hallucinated because it didn't actually. No, he just completely hallucinated that number. What the fuck? Sorry.
Wow. Yeah, it looks like also in this
Or maybe
kind of
not.
context.
It's in the print, I guess. It just print is not visible here.
Do you
But
think it's
that's
maybe only the example code? You know, because it only picked at a portion of the answer. Do you think that's the solution?
no,
to
that's the actual result of the code execution. It's just we don't see it. So but he's seen it. I guess maybe here. It isn't the raw, but interpreted. Cell doesn't show the print. So he just printed it. What his code was going. Why is he computed GCD? Why? And there's
Does
9 in
GCD
the No, he just doesn't understand.
What does GCD stand for?
It's a greater common divisor.
Wow.
Basically, he checks whether they have a common divisor. If it's greater than 1, I don't know.
Interesting. Okay. Yeah, that's a cool experiment though.
Yeah, very hopeless. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, I think it's Bernardo's. Seems a little high temperature.
Yeah. Just start. The next challenge is in 7 hours. We're not gonna wait, but it's gonna be too late.
Okay, cool. So I think for the next one, we've got a pretty decent flow set up here. Let's do the next 3 challenges in one sitting, and yeah, we can just try to see how far we can get.
Yeah, sounds good.
Sounds good.
Nice.
Okay, great. Thanks so much for joining us today, and we'll catch you on the next one. Bye.
Bye.